Well, it's been a while since we made a video down here in Paguera, so we've come down, just parked up the car, and we're actually going to do the walk sort of anti-clockwise. We're going to walk through the village first and then come back along the promenade. It's hot. What date is it? It is hot. It's 19. The 19th of May 2022 and the temperatures are soaring at the moment, so we'll get on with our walk, try and get into a little bit of shade and see what's going on here in Paguera. Okay, so we're just going to have a little walk through Paguera. It's very warm. It's coming up to 20 to 8, so it's early evening. The sun's still quite high and the temperature on our terrace as we left was 28, 29 degrees. It's pretty warm, and the weather forecast is for a very warm weekend coming up. It's Thursday today, and Anita's got a brolly out already.
Parasol,
that's it, sorry, parasol. We're still looking for one here. She's quite happy with her old one. It's a little bit grubby though, it needs a bit of a clean, and then we're not quite sure how to do that. That's the issue. But it serves the purpose, it keeps the sun off. I say we haven't made a video in Paguera for a while. That doesn't mean we haven't been down to Paguera. We were here last week and we had a lovely walk through Paguera, exactly what we're doing now. Walking through the town first and then along the promenade. Made a video, and then when I came to put it on the computer, got the camera on all the wrong settings. And so there was, well, there was a video, but not one that I could show to you, I'm afraid. It was 99% pointing in the wrong direction.
Good job it wasn't my fault.
Not your fault at all, dear. I claim full responsibility. But anyway, happens to the best of us. I'm the worst. So, oh, I can see a police car coming through. Very, very slowly. Speed limits through these villages are 30 kilometers per hour, if that. So he's crawling through, and there's a bus, not one bus, there's two buses behind.
Why is it going so slow?
So everything creeping around. So at the moment you can see, looking in the restaurants, it's filling up a little. Lots of people already in there having very early evening meals. Anita's already been out for lunch today though.
Didn't have too much. I went to the ship.
So Anita went to the ship with some friends for lunch, and actually had lunch at home today and then went back to school this afternoon. So a few people out walking. It seems fairly quiet at the moment. It's that funny time of the evening though, when if people are having meals in hotels, then they'll be in hotels, and Paguera largely caters for the German market, who, similar to the British market, tend to have their evening meal quite early. So across the road we've got Safinka, and it looks pretty full over there. So we've got the shops to ourselves. But luckily, I've just forgotten her purse. I won't stop the looking though. Bring you up to date with a little bit of the news. Not really said much about COVID recently, but the cases are still around. Over 200 a day here at the moment. But people don't seem to be so concerned with it. They've decided, I think we can live with it. there is a bit more concern about this monkeypox that's hit Spain, it's hit the UK too, and plans are afoot to make sure that it doesn't take hold here. But it's actually quite difficult to catch. You've got to be in real close proximity to somebody. You know, you've got to be touching them for an extended period of time. So yeah, not so easily transmissible as COVID was. And then there's concern about hepatitis. So yeah, don't know where all of this lot's come from, but hopefully it's not going to affect our summer season. April figures for flights almost back to 2019 levels, and it looks as though there's going to be a bumper year for holidays here in Mallorca, and no special offers. So if you haven't booked, you're probably going to find it difficult or expensive to try and find somewhere to come. Police are on duty tonight. There's another police car coming. These green police cars are on Guardia Civil, and Guardia Civil deal with crimes, and they also deal with traffic as well. Different levels of police here in Majorca, or in the whole of Spain actually. So we have the local police who do the door-to-door bobby stuff, and then there's the national police who do other crimes, and the Guardia Civil who do the serious stuff. Very typical of Spain though to have multi-levels and things, multi-levels of government. Annoys me, but hey, I'm not going to be political. So as we come down this part, it's getting a little bit busy. We've seen a lot of more people out. People in the shops. And Anita wishes she brought her purse with her. I'll lend you some money if you need some down. I'll never get it back though, I know that. Some other news in Palma. Some laws have been passed about holiday rentals and some really harsh fines and sanctions that can be applied. So the first one is that if you're in a holiday rental that is not really a holiday rental, that means it hasn't got a license, then the owner can be fined 40,000 euros. That's right, 40,000 euros. It's a big fine. This is Palma. And the other, if they do have a license and they're doing everything legitimately, but the clients decide they want to have a party, then they can lose that license. So what they're doing is really clamping down on holiday rentals. And I don't know, you could be a little bit cynical about this and think, well, why is the government being run by the hoteliers? Something to be said for that. The hoteliers are a very powerful lobbying group, and they provide governments in Mallorca with lots and lots of money through taxes and the like. And so there's a feeling amongst some that the governments do things to keep them happy. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But if you're renting your home out, we live in Palma, for example, so if we rented our home out to you, or wherever you are, and you paid us for that pleasure, then we would face up to €40,000 fine.
You can get a license to do, can't
you? Well, there are things, licenses, but there are very strict conditions to it, and there's virtually none available. And it's almost impossible to get one for an apartment, for example. You really need to get one. You need to have a standalone house. In Palma, they're very rare things. She's found a shop. I'm standing in the shade, so it's not too bad. So we're starting to put our summer plans together a little bit. Anita's going back in June for a few days to help Serena, and then we'll go back in July and have a little bit of family time in the UK. We're not booked to return yet, so I don't know how long we're going to be there. Depends how long they'll have us, I suppose. I keep missing the temperature. There is a pharmacy in front, and every now and again it will pop up the temperature. And it's just telling me what it is. It's now just 10 to 8 in the evening.
It's really cool in there.
And rubbish collectors are coming. Rubbish collection here is amazing in Calvi and Palma, where we are. Not necessarily the same in all places in the island, but the bins are emptied every single day, 365 days a year. And this is, I'm guessing it's Calvi 2000, because that's the company that runs these things. Yeah, inside it says Calvi 2000, and they empty all the bins, do all the rubbish disposal. In Palma, it's done by a different company called Imaya, and they do an excellent job, really. Still haven't seen the temperature. Well, we're not going to be worried about it. We know it's in the high 20s, and over the weekend, on the mainland in particular, it's predicted to go up to 40 degrees. We've sort of got the first heat wave. And in Paguera, where we spent our little staycation last summer, around that area, they had the Faro, which is the lighthouse, recorded the first tropical night.
What does that mean?
I think when the temperature doesn't drop below a certain level. It was certainly warm last night.
Well, we've still got the duvet on the bed.
And we've still got this really thick winter duvet on our bed. Yeah. A little bit warm. People out having a drink in the bars. Just trying to work out how much longer we've got before our summer holidays. Cheers! Salud! One taxi, but a lot of people. They're not all going to get into there. Circumnavigate. That could be a tight squeeze. How are you doing, darling? I don't think you need that now, we're in the shade. Another Guardia Civil. I wouldn't have thought Paguera was the sort of place that like really needed Guardia Civil patrolling, but maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. In can understand it in places like Magaluf or some parts of the Playa de Palma. But, yeah, you probably see from the people who are walking up and down, it tends to be our sort of age group. There are a few younger people, but a little bit more our age group, so I don't think they're going to cause much trouble. Oh, we both said that it might be a good idea to have a drink somewhere, so as soon as you find somewhere you fancy going, just let me know, because I'm ready. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can do that. Just found a bar which a couple of empty tables, so we can have a little drink in here. Well, we found somewhere for a drink, and Anita's got a drop of red wine, and I've got a nice shandy. A nice big shandy too. Cheers, darling. I'll see you in a bit. What? So we've actually been tempted into some tapas.
Wine.
So Anita's been for lunch, so these are all for me, I think. No. Okay. So we've got some, these are chicken croquettes, and we've got some patatas bravas, and some meatballs over there, some albondigas. So that's my dinner for this evening. I'll share it with you, darling. You can have a look. I think that's great value for money. €27.40. The pint of shandy was $4.50. The wine $3.50, and then the tapas. That was Bar Hawaii here in Paguera.
Never been there before.
Somewhere we've never been before, but that was good. We're just going to head down to the beach now. It's actually, as we was sitting there, it was getting noticeably busier as more and more people were coming out down from the hotels. Yeah, there was a big match on by the looks of things. Who was it playing?
Berlin and Hamburg.
Right.
That's a local derby.
I think so. Oh, there's a nice sea breeze down here, probably making a lot of noise. Oh, this is actually the place we came for a drink when the boys were playing.
Oh yeah, with the boys, yeah. Serena.
So I just thought we'd have a little walk back along the promenade. See the bars all, cafes all full here. One can have his float.
Hello, everyone. Guten Tag, guten Abend. My name is Rainer. I'm here to play a little bit of this.
I bet Anita would have liked to have stayed to listen to him.
Come down here in the evening, is it?
No. In fact, I don't think we've ever done this before, walked so long here in the evening. Our normal trips when we've had the children to Paguera have been to come to the beach. And when we've been on walks, it's usually been in the daytime, and then we've gone home, so quite different to walk early evening. It's just coming up to 5 to 9, nearly 9 o'clock. I think I need a walk after eating all of that. Anita did help me a little bit. She did. She had a few little bits on of the tapas.
2.
sea's looking nice and calm. Just been asked by someone who's been looking at the Palma Nova videos coming over this weekend. He's asking, does his wife need a cardigan, a thick cardigan or a thin cardigan? And after a little deliberation, we went for the thin cardigan.
I've got no cardigan tonight.
No, it is very warm. Looking at my phone there, it says it's going to be a few degrees cooler tomorrow, and that will be a little bit of respite before the weekend when it's scheduled to go up again. So,
Oui, mais là c'est que des pizzas. C'est écrit que pizza.
I must say I had the air conditioning on in my classroom all afternoon.
Have you? I'm not at home yet. I think if we'd been sitting down here, we would need a cardigan. I would need a cardigan.
All right, so now the consensus of opinion has gone from no cardigan to a light cardigan. Somebody going in the sea over there, my goodness. Yep. Going for an evening dip.
This is actually a nice time to come out, don't you think?
Well, the temperature's nice. Sky's nice and clear. Aeroplanes passing above us. And tomorrow's Friday. We were wondering where we were going to go on Friday, and I don't think we actually came to a conclusion, did we? Possibly
No.
Palma, possibly not. I don't know. Sometimes I have these things all very well planned out about where we should go and what we should do, and
Not very often.
not sometimes though. I'm afraid I've got nothing really planned for tomorrow. We did go into Palma last week because we went to the
Oh yeah.
the
That was different, wasn't it?
the Egypt, the ancient Egypt display from the British Museum. That's now finished, and we'll have some new displays on soon. We didn't actually make a video while we were there, so we've not made a video in Palma for quite a while. There's been lots and lots of roadworks in the city. Nice to know if they've finished or whether they're going to carry on
So let's go
into
to
the
Palma.
summer. So might be a good idea. And what's the betting that Anita doesn't forget a purse tomorrow if we're going to Palma?
You could go on the bus.
We could indeed. It's always an adventure going on the bus. We didn't last week though, we drove in last week. And it's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other, because if we go by car, we've got to park the car and put it in a car park. We pay our €5 or €6 or whatever it is for the length of time that we're there. And if we go on the bus, it probably doesn't actually cost that much on the bus, does it?
No, 'cause it's only 80 cents for me. And €2
Anita's
for
got
you.
a bus pass. Not an OAP bus
No,
pass.
it's not. No, it's not an old age version.
No, Anita's got a residence bus pass because she does go into Palma to meet friend Yvonne and go shopping now and again. So she does use the bus, but something I don't use very much.
Not yet.
Not yet. Still got the piles of seaweed on the beach down there. It's never been cleared away.
Aeroplane.
Another plane, bringing a plane road in.
Beautiful sky over there. Should we have a photo?
It's always a good time for a photo for Anita. Just switch the camera off while we do it. Well, Anita's done her photos, and I'm just looking out to sea, and in the distance between the buoys there's somebody having a swim across the bay. It's nice and calm, so probably a good time to do that. But it does just remind me that this weekend on the north of the island, mostly on the north of the island, there's the Ironman competition. So we won't be heading to the north of the island because it'll be a little bit chaotic up there. But keep an eye out for the results. Last weekend we did the sponsored walk, and Anita's reminded me that I need to find out what the tally was, what the total was, how much did we raise for the local charities, and I will announce, when I found that out, I will announce it.
Coffee morning at the church, maybe.
Oh, Saturday, isn't it? We've got a coffee morning at church, so things are getting a little bit organised before I've even got to Friday.
Football on Sunday.
And we've got the football match. The most important match of the season now is on Sunday, because it's the last match of the season, and it will decide whether we stay up, or fall down, go down to the second division. And just admiring the flowers down there. Lovely colours.
The pelargonium.
Looks as though they're growing in sand. Don't tell my children that, because I've been telling them today that plants don't grow very well in sand.
Oh, yes.
So we're coming to the last sort of bar along here, and there's a couple of gentlemen standing actually on the promenade, serenading us, playing the accordion and the guitar, and we have a couple of holiday makers enjoying it. Everybody's having fun. Man, we're on holiday. They're on holiday. We're not on holiday. Right, we get to this part of Paguera when I say, oh well, I love the music, but we've got to go up this hill, and it's quite steep, so I'm turning the camera off. Well, you might have guessed it. Anita found a shop to go into, and she's brought herself a little present.
Pair of shorts. I wanted some long shorts, and they're quite difficult to get hold of, so I've got some long white shorts. They're a really nice little old lady.
No, you're not a nice little old lady, darling.
Watch this step.
Ooh, big step down here, be careful. Oh. So it's getting a little bit dark now. It's 9:15 in the evening, and we're along the middle sort of beach. It's the next beach along, and certainly getting a little bit busier in the places we've just walked past, and maybe down at the front here we're going past some more bars and things. Still people in the sea in the distance, and then there's more music playing down on here.
Remember when I bought the choir to sing here?
Yeah, so this is just on this side. It's actually an underground car park here, which I have used in the past. And this little square they have here is where they sometimes have little fiestas. So Anita's actually had the choir singing
It
there.
was a German fiesta, wasn't it?
Sure what it was. Oktoberfest, I think. I don't know. I can't remember. So we've got some more street entertainers, I think, down here, entertaining the clients in one of the restaurants there. You know, they go round with a hat. And then you've got some street vendors as well, flicking their lights into the sky. I'm not sure how well the video is coming out. It's getting quite dark now, and I know this camera doesn't work very well in low light. We're certainly having a good go at this music. Playing the accordion. Both of them are playing accordions. And they're both trios, very similar sort of thing.
Same ones.
Sorry?
Same ones.
It's the same ones. My goodness, they must have run ahead of us. Yeah, well, likely they look similar and play similar music. Right in front of us, big hotel, which used to be the Beverly Playa, but it now refers to itself as Vibra. But we noticed last time we were down here that on the door it did actually say Beverly Playa still. Sorry?
Busy in here.
Yeah, restaurants and cafes looking really busy. Just behind the Vibra Beverly Playa Hotel is the Universal Beach Hotels. Not sure which one that is. Going past La Vida of Paguera, where we've often stopped in the past. A quick beer or something. Actually nearly back to where we started. Nearly back to where we've parked the car. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this little tour of Paguera in the evening, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. So bye for now.
Lovely evening walk and a drink as well. Bye for now. And a
And the
purchase.
tapas. And the tapas.
No, on my shorts.
And your shorts. My goodness, it's been a full evening.
Bye.
I need to go home for a rest. Bye.